Hi,
Hold
sexy
on.
girl.
Yes, I can see you, my friend.
I can see you too. Oh my god, why your vest so nice? I was like,
No lah, hot ma.
I was like wearing sweater just now, and then I saw your live, and I was like, oh shit, I have to like change clothes and everything, you know. Then I go faster put on some earrings, put on some lipstick,
I
then
also
put on
put
some
earrings.
rings. Oh my god.
Wait, first up, those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together and welcome Emily?
Hello everybody. Hi, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you.
How are you? How are you? How's everything?
I'm doing good today. Well, today I went to war. It's day 15,
Okay.
right? Or day 15 already. I already forgot. But I finally went out from my house, stepped out from my gate, and went to buy
I
some
saw your IG
groceries.
story.
Yeah, because like my mom made me wear gloves and everything. So, but okay lah, it's for safety now. Okay, so I
She
adjusted.
made you wear the gloves again.
Yeah, she made me wear the gloves. She was like, cause it's grocery shop ma, then there'll be a lot of people there, a lot of auntie, then they sell fish and stuff like that. So
Okay.
she just want to make sure that it's safe lah. So yeah.
How did your mother like force you to wear it? 阿哥啊，你穿的那些手套啊。
Yeah. She was like, cause I wanted to wear another one, which is the 透明 one, so that it looks prettier.
Okay.
So it looks like so like
Auntie.
looks like you want to go out and throw rubbish like that, you know. But yeah, my mom said that one is safer, so I just wore the rubber one. Oh.
The auntie one basically.
Yeah, the auntie one.
So
today,
how was it when you were shopping today? Did you like see a lot of like random things? Like how was your feeling? Because you're 15 days is your first time going there. How was it like? Like was it scary?
I feel like it's free from jail. Like I can finally touch sunlight, you know, there's sunlight shining on my hands and stuff like that. I just kind of feel like that lah. But it's so funny because I cannot recognize the fish. There are so many fish there. And my mom wanted to ask me to buy a fish. I can't even figure out what she wanted. She wanted bak chong. She said bak chong.
What's bak chong?
I think it's a silver fish that the square fish lah. I don't know. It's for you to like. I don't know. I really don't know what is bak chong. So I was like, which one is bak chong? Then she kind of helped me to describe everything, but I just cannot get lah what she said because it's so.
But 可以 Google 的吗？可以 Google 的吗？对不对？
可以 Google 啦 but no lah. I just video call her lah, so it's just it's easier.
So basically, you were at the shops, you video call, show her, 这个是bak chong.
Yeah. Then she was like, yeah, bak chong, this one. Oh, and the 鲍鱼 and the 鲍鱼. I was like, oh, which one is 鲍鱼? Yeah, so basically all what they say online is real. Like all the husbands out there, went out to buy fish for their wife. It's true. You have to do like that. You have to do it that way. Yeah, but it's quite
apart
fun
from
lah.
that, is there anything else? Like what about vegetables? Can you recognize vegetables?
I can like recognize hyung choi. What do you call that in English? I don't know. Hyung choi.
I don't know what is xiong. Like very xiong is it?
No, it's those there like when you have to after you steam your fish, you have to put a bit on it one. Somebody don't like to eat one.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Like it's okay. It's almost like Chinese, like I don't know, like parsley, but it's like Chinese version of parsley, something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Some people hate it one. So yeah, I only can recognize that one. The others I cannot like
coriander. Is it coriander?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, you see, that's so good. Like our viewers right now is like telling us what what is the translation. We're learning from each other. That's really good. So you found the coriander. You can recognize that.
Yes, I can only recognize that.
Can you recognize like Hong Kong, 香港芥蘭?
Kailan I can.
Okay, that's good.
And Yao Mak, sometimes they looks alike, right? Kailan, is it? I'm not sure.
You're so cute.
Very bad. I am very bad. I'm very bad at buying vegetables. So yeah, obviously.
But can you cook? Can you cook though?
I can cook simple meal. Like when I was studying in overseas, so I will cook something lah for myself, but it's just very very simple dishes, like like nasi lemak, or just some.
You can make nasi lemak.
Yeah, I can make. It's actually quite easy though. You only have to buy the packet, the sauce packet, and then you cook your rice with the pandan leaf, and if you want to cook it with the coconut powder also can.
Oh, you lost me at pandan leaf already. Like you said pandan leaf, I already like, never mind, it's okay, move on. Because like overseas especially, how can you find pandan leaf? Is it easily accessible?
It's not easily accessible, but you can go to Chinatown. So they will have all these, different kind of sauce packet, and you can just go grab it and Google it online. I know how to cook lah, but I'm not sure whether it's delicious or not lah. But
can eat lah, won't die one lah.
Can eat lah.
No, I want to talk a little bit more about your war story today, okay?
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, when you're there after you bought everything already, did you feel like a little bit panicky when you're shopping? Did you feel a bit like a bit pressured?
Not though. I just kind of want to take my time over there. But of course, I make sure that I'm safe and everything, and I do everything in the right procedure. But I can see that the uncle there are they are very helpful. So they were like, uncle, this one is what vegetable, or your mom want this one. Yeah, one uncle come and told me like, yeah, if you want to go to buy this, you have to go at that corner. If you want to buy this, you want to go at that corner. What vegetable do you want good? And that was like, oh my god, he's just so nice. Of course, he laughed.
No, I think because the uncle called you lah. The uncle tried to call you, is it?
No lah. What the heck? No.
No, I'm just kidding. Wait, so basically, people were helpful, and it just seems very like a nice environment. So I can share with you my experience going to war. It was not a nice environment because near my house is this Jaya grocer. It's very small, okay?
Okay.
And everyone was shoulder to shoulder, and then everyone was like okay. Imagine you are standing here. They're like.
Oh my god, okay, that's not good.
It was so scary, and I felt so pressured, and I felt like literally going to war. I felt like I'm just gonna buy this. There, you just got 2 more broccolis. I'll get everything. So I felt very pressured, but it's really cool that you experienced the other side of it, like Malaysians helping each other out. My one was proper like, parang come and war. You know what I mean?
Oh. Shit. Mine was okay. I shop at Taman Desa.
Okay. So those of you who want to look for a very nice uncle that can help you, Taman Desa, okay?
And fresh fishes, you can go to Taman Desa D Market. It's actually the yeah.
Okay, that's very good. Well, today I mentioned on IG stories.
Yeah.
I said that I met Emily a very, very long time ago, before I was whatever I am today, okay? So why don't you share if you remember anything at all? You share first, then I'll share my part.
Okay. The first time when I know, like, I saw you on Instagram. I saw you on online platform. Like, I forgot it's either YouTube or Instagram. And I was like, oh my god, this girl is so talented. And because like you started with playing music and everything, and then after that you worked with Sony, and you just have lots of very nice music came out from your online platform. So I really, really admire you that time. So I was like, I started to follow you since a long time ago. Even since I have this boyfriend. Sorry, I don't think Jordan is listening lah. So it's been so long ago. I've been following you. But only after that I realized I met you in a very important moment in my career. Yeah, I was I think it's you are the one who shoot my video for the 11th Street thing, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my god. You remember? Sorry?
I'm so sorry, John. I don't remember that. Is he at there also?
Don't worry, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, so yes, it was that time. I think when was it? Like, was it 5 years ago? Was it like 4 years ago?
I think it's 2015.
2015.
2015.
Okay, so guys, this is the story. This is the real tea right here. In 2015, I wasn't doing like social media as I am doing right now. But the truth is, right now I'm not doing anything because we are locked down, correct? But before lockdown, I'm talking about before lockdown. I was really, I was doing a lot of cool content and stuff. But in 2015, I was struggling, but I was doing production. And what happened was, John and I, it was both of us only. We were commissioned to shoot a video of the superstar, Emily. And
small
I
star.
still remember how it was. I was so nervous because, like, for me, I was like, wow, actress. But I was like, okay, never mind, just focus on the script. And I remember, you were so sweet. You were just like, hi, your ball of energy. And I remember, I asked, okay, can you please send me some photo references of what you're going to wear? And then you send, and then you take selfie. So that was the first time. That was in 2015 when I was actually kind of struggling doing what I was doing. And even then, when I was a nobody, Emily was super nice to me. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't know about this, that Emily is seriously a really naturally sweet person. She's not just like, oh, you got followers, or okay, I'll be your friend. It's like, no, she's just like really cool. So yeah, that's something I wanted to share with you. Like, I never really talked to you about this before, and I remember,
no. We never talk about this, but you were like, I remember you were super sweet also, because the script is like freaking long that day. There's this video that we have to make, just to let you guys know. There's this video we have to make that I have to teach my audience to like go download some apps and do some activities on it, stuff like that. So we have like very, very long script. But yeah, you were very patient, like you really have patience with me and waited for the scripting and everything like that.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, yeah, guys, that is kind of like the story, our humble beginnings, and how that was like you've mentioned that was one of your important moments in your life. Why was that? Like, share with us.
Because it was. I was still quite new that time, but luckily I've got the chance to work with this Korean superstar Lee Min Ho. So it just like kind of
hold on, chop for a while. You must stress on this superstar name, yeah, guys. She managed to work with Lee Min Ho.
Yeah.
Ho.
Lee Min Ho. Yeah.
Okay, continue.
And then I was like, it was like a gift that just dropped onto my Taipei that time. So I was like really, really excited and nervous when I have to go and work with him. But it's just kind of opened my minds up when I have to like work with those people, professionals overseas in Korea, and see how their production works, and how professional their people is. So it's just a very special moment, and yeah, in my career path.
So someone said G Kwan 00 said you are the first Malaysian to work with him. So that definitely is something very, very cool. Like, you can put it on your resume and just go like, yeah, honey, I expect a little bit more. I got to work with Lee Min Ho, But right now, do you feel like, as an actress, now that you have to be at home, how has it affected you? Like, have you been keeping positive? Has it affected you a bit mentally? How is it?
I think the first few days I feel quite depressed at the first few days. Like, because I'm quite outgoing, so I'm not really used to, stay at home and do the things with, you know, like you can only do what you have on hand, like you cannot go out and social. So someone like my boyfriend is not with me, so you know, at the first few days I'll feel a little bit depressed, but after that actually I feel like it's actually quite good. Like I really have time to spend with my families and my books, and I can watch those dramas or movies that I have no time to watch before this. So I think it's quite zen for me. I really like this.
That's good. So meaning you managed to adjust your body and your mind after maybe the first week, right? I think that is quite similar to my story. Like, I don't know about you guys at home right now. The first week was the toughest. And but the thing is, because you're an extrovert, do you term yourself as an extrovert?
I am an extrovert, but actually I can spend time with myself, so because I'm an only child in my family. So you know, so I most of the time I'll spend time with myself lah. Like, you know, a little girl can sit there in a box, play masak by herself. That is me. The single child syndrome. So yeah.
So do you feel like now you do more TikTok?
It's good. Okay. To be honest, TikTok is much easier to do than what you did. Like, you know, you guys have to do a lot of videos, and it takes a lot of time, and video editing I really lazy to do. And
it's not everyone's thing, but I think TikTok makes video editing way more accessible. And you know, the thing is, for me, TikTok is a lot about dancing, you know, all this, and for me, it takes a long time for me to learn the dance move. And I feel like you and your partner, both of you, like, you all do all this like so naturally. How long do you practice for one TikTok? Like, we all need to know, how long do you practice for one TikTok dance video?
It has to depend. They have like the simple one or the complicated one. If for the simple one, I guess 5 to 10 minutes will do lah. 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. The simple one.
That's fun.
Hey, come on, you also know how to dance, right?
Yeah, but I act like can dance. Actually cannot dance.
No, you're humble only lah. But the complicated one, maybe it takes like 1 hour lah. Half an hour or 1 hour. But it's
okay. So those of you at home, you want to be good at TikTok. It takes at least 1 hour, half an hour to 1 hour to make a very good dance. Yeah. So people will say TikTok, huh? 不要讲这样多了. But the thing is, TikTok actually takes a lot of dedication. Okay, not just talk. It takes a lot of dedication.
Wow, TikTok.
Okay, you know what? I think a lot of people are wondering what we're going to do and when we're going to do a Chubby Bunny. I think we're going to do it right now. But earlier, right before this, I actually messaged Emily and I said, hey guys, hey Emily, why don't we try a Chinese version, like a Malaysian Chinese version? Instead of, you know, Chubby Bunny, like you put the thing here and then you see Chubby Bunny. But Chubby Bunny is like Angmo people and 我们不要 Angmo people 的，我们要我们华人
We go Asian today.
Yes, we go Asian today. So can you please tell us, can you share with us the direct translation, Chubby Bunny, how is it in Mandarin?
Okay, so I went to this Google Translate, okay, but from Chubby Bunny to Mandarin, former Google Translate is 胖乎乎的小兔子。
胖乎乎的小
兔子。Yeah.
Okay, you want to do that or do you think that's another way?
胖乎乎的小兔子。Okay, Tata say it's 肥兔。
肥兔。But 肥兔 is not like, wait, 肥兔兔. Okay, got 肥兔啦, got 肥兔兔啦. Okay, what else, guys?
Got 肉
这是什么？肉兔兔 ，OK， 还有什么？胖兔兔。Oh, I kind of like 胖兔兔。
胖兔兔，死兔子。That's funny. That day I saw your live with Tata. Oh my god.
Right? She is crazy
Yeah.
woman. I love it. Wait,
I love
can you say 这个是什么？豆豆兔啊？ Is that 豆
two
What
two
was that?
two
什么？
two. It's like
嘟嘟兔。
yeah, two.
Wow, that's
Sounds
so
the same.
difficult, Kenji. 我华语不是很好。OK， 还有什么？
胖乎乎的小兔子，有人讲
胖乎乎的小兔子，胖秃秃的兔。Okay, so you know what, Emily, since you're my guest today, why don't you decide what we should say? Which do you prefer?
Okay, I think we can go with the 胖乎乎的小兔子. I think the long one is quite funny.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe after this we can make John to try one.
Oh my god, that's a good idea. Okay, because right now John is preparing dinner.
Oh,
wow.
I'm
very lucky.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
我好幸福. Okay, so I got my marshmallows here. John, go and buy. Hold on. My light sauce. Bring me back my light sauce. Okay. So John bought 这个小小的。
Hey, how come your marshmallow so small one? Not fair.
No. I got the big one. Luckily, he bought the big one. Luckily, he bought the big one. Okay. I'll show you. Okay, Ben. Here we go. Okay? Same size. Okay. So, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put in my mouth first, and I'll say 胖乎乎 or 兔兔。
Who HU.
Okay, so I will say 胖乎乎的小兔子, and then after that Emily will continue, and we will keep going back and forth and see who's got the most marshmallows in our mouths. Okay. And the world record is, I think 15 or 13 or 12, something like this. So we see now. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay, I am.
胖乎乎的小兔子。
胖乎乎的小兔子。
Number 2. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Oh my god, you definitely look like a 胖乎乎的小兔子。Okay, second one. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Okay, number 3. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Okay, number 3, mine. This is so hard. Oh my god. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Good. Number 4. Okay, here we go. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Okay, number 4. 胖乎乎的小兔子。
Okay. Guys, if you're home, you're watching, it's not easy, you know. Number 5. 胖乎乎的小兔子。Number 6. You did number 6, I forgot already. Number 6, right?
Number 6, yeah.
Okay. 胖 Oh my god! That was so much fun, but also like I felt I was almost going to die, you know, like I felt one of the marshmallow, right? I squeezed it to the side, but it started to expand.
Yeah, the thing is they expand. The thing is they expand. I didn't know that they will expand, but I just feel like it just grew bigger and bigger.
Yes, but yeah, that was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we didn't reach close to the record. We all did 7. Okay lah, not bad lah. But we did it our way, my friends. We did it our way. We did Chubby Bunny. We say 胖乎乎的小兔子. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was really really fun. Huh?
That was quite fun. That was really fun.
So random. I'm imagining you're like wearing your war attire and you go and buy marshmallow.
I did. I bought marshmallow and I bought fish. I bought quite a lot of things.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. I think it's so much fun. Is there anything you want to say to your viewers right now? Anything you want to share?
I think that I have like very small mouth. My mouth is quite small. Because like I have like quite wide, you know, my mouth is actually that is not the typical small mouth. So like people or my boyfriend, they will always think like, okay, like your mouth is quite big. For sure you can eat a lot or you can stuff a lot in your mouth. But always I realize, right, I can only stuff very little things in my mouth. Yeah. So
okay. Okay. Oh, for me, I realized that this challenge is a little bit gross also because I actually like marshmallows, but having like 7 marshmallows being stuffed inside and I can't talk. Literally, it felt like I was muffled. Like you cannot hear me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't. Got one guy. He managed to do like 12. I'm like,
what can you do 12?
I don't know what kind of magical mouth.
I think maybe his skin very longer, so he can become like chipmunk, you know. Like
you just like keep it here.
Yeah.
You just keep it here. Okay, guys, we still have a little bit more time. If you have any questions to ask Emily or ask myself or any topics you want us to chat about, please put it in the comment section and then we'll see if we can answer or not. But in the meantime, I personally want to ask Emily, have you always wanted to be an actress? Is this like your lifetime dream?
I wanted to be a news broadcaster actually. When I was like really young, I wanted to sit in front in the television, in the camera, in front of camera, and you know, report news and do stuff like that. But after that, I realized that it's actually quite boring. What you can do is always sit there, and then you have to dress properly, and then you have to behave properly. So after a while, I feel like it's not very suitable for my thing. It's not my thing lah. So I kind of feel like, you know, I want to change to another direction. And luckily, when I was like 19, when I was in university, we all have to do. I mean, I did a lot of part-time jobs to, you know, earn pocket money and stuff like that. And there's this time, my friends rang me up and told me like, oh, you know, we have this part-time job and there is $70 per day as a what do you call that, calife.
Oh, calife. Okay, we've all been there, done that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went because it's like initially I didn't want to get anything from that job. Like I just want to earn like pocket money like that. But after I went to that job, and then I've been waiting since morning until night, and then the director, they kind of took my profile and it's just kind of went smooth after that lah. So I'm actually quite lucky. Yeah, that's how I started off as an actress.
And as an actress, what is the one thing that makes you feel like that's your kind of thing? Because, you know, I'm sure a lot of people ask you like, you know, I want to be an actress. How do I begin? And I think more importantly, the question should be, I want to be an actress. What kind of qualities should I have? What do you enjoy most?
I think the most important is you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to, because you know, Malaysia is a country that, I mean, in the Chinese industry the Chinese entertainment industry, Malaysia is a country where we don't really have the market for this Chinese entertainment industry. Production house or even actresses, you know, we don't really have the market for them. So they really have to work hard and they have to wait long enough to get a very good script or role in their life. So it's not a very glamorous, maybe, of course, maybe when you look at us, you know, we go to events or we went on screen, you feel that, oh, being an actress is all glam and, you know, it's being rich, or you have lots of nice clothes, or it's actually behind that you need to work a lot more compared to what you saw on screen, I guess. So you have to really like to act. You have to really love this job to continue and fight for what you want in this line.
What is your favorite character that you've played so far?
I love my pink hair character. It was the name of the drama is Growth Behind the Sun. It's a story where I was a what do you call that? Dancing mama, single parent mother, and I have this little kid where, because I had him when I was like really young, so I have to like bear with a lots of, you know, how people look at me on the society or within my families, and I have to fight hard for my children, that kind of drama. So
you like being able to play a strong woman?
Yes, I do. But usually at first I always got those very sad character one, like being molested or, you know, get raped or or yeah. At first when I first got into this industry, they always like to give me those very 可怜 role. Yeah, so I guess maybe it's because of how I look lah at first. Then after that, after they know me, then they'll be like, oh, okay, actually she have some different element in her personality, so maybe we can let her try different kind of role. So actually this year recently this year I've got lots of strong character, which I really really love.
So let's just read some comments right now. Someone said that I saw you act as Xiao Zhao.
Yeah, it's Xiao Zhao is that character where I have pink hair and a 6-year-old kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
And someone said like I cry a lot watching that drama. Ayo.
Ayo. Don't cry, Tom. Here got tissue paper.
Yeah, but when everyone's saying that, you look innocent, do you get annoyed by that? Do you feel like
sometimes I do?
Actually, I'm not very innocent.
Sometimes I can be sassy girl, but yeah. But it's because how I look like. I mean, like this one you cannot choose. Like it's given by mama, so it's not like I look ugly also. So I'm actually quite used to it already. People like to say that, oh, you look innocent, you look sweet and stuff like that. But I just like hope to show that I actually have different elements within my.
Someone asked about which was the movie that you got closer to Jordan and when you had feelings for each other. Have you shared this story before? How you met Jordan?
I did. Because the way me and Jordan got exposed by the journalist is actually very quite fun. It's a funny accident lah. It's like we were together already, but we didn't wanted to to let people know first. And then he had this singing performance at some event, so I accompanied him to there. And then after that we got we got caught by paparazzi. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just like the Hollywood life, Oh my god, don't take my picture.
But it's just so funny because usually in Malaysia people don't do that. Like usually in the Chinese entertainment industry we have no paparazzi, but I don't know what happened that day. Maybe because like that drama that me and Jordan was involved was quite a hit that time. So the journalist was like, oh, that was the hero and the heroine. Oh my god, they 牵手 together, they walk together like that. So my company got a call from a newspaper company, and then they told us that, okay, we have this photo of Emily and Jordan. We want to know that whether they are together or not. If not, then we will post this photo on our newspaper. So please explain this to us right now, stuff like that.
Oh my god,
it was quite a drama
dramatic.
that time. Yeah, but it was quite fun now. I mean, anyway, we are together. We are still together, so I guess it's okay.
How long have you been together?
2 years.
2 years. Wow. Okay.
2 years. What about you? What about you and John?
John and I, we've been together for about 5 years. Since the time when we shot the thing in 2015 or something. Yeah, we've been together for 5 years, and we live together. So that's why, like, being in this quarantine, in MCO, RMO kind of situation, it made me realize how much I'm so comfortable with him already. Like, we do fight, but very fast we will resolve the situation. It's not like we'll fight and then we see it under the rug. We fight and then we will just deal with it and we move on. We don't talk about it anymore because we've already resolved it. So I think that's when I realized, like, he really is someone that I'm completely myself, Like for you, do you feel like you really, really know Jordan, or do you feel like there's still something that I'm not sure yet?
I always describe my boyfriend as a pool of water. Like I like to swim downwards and find out to realize what kind of personality he have, or you know, what is in him. That's how I felt. But I guess Jordan is a very he is so much like me that made us fight a lot, because like we are both Aries, and then we have like sometimes we have really bad temper. So
you got that temper one there?
You know, it's just something that, you know, sometimes your boyfriend annoys you a lot. Like nobody can annoy you like how your boyfriend annoys you. It's so hard.
That's true.
You know, and somehow because we used to live together and we have to work together. Because like shooting dramas, you have to, he is your co-star, then you have to be like, you have to be his colleague, and you have to be his partner and his girlfriend as well. So it was quite hard lah to juggle the balls that time. So we did fight a lot, but I always thought that one day I might break up with him that time lah, when we were like still new together. Cause like, oh my god, how can you fight a lot with someone where you wanted to spend your whole life with, right? But I guess sometimes fighting is good also. It makes you really knows that the boundaries of your partners, and you know, it makes you realize that like how you should be tolerant now with each other. So I guess if you fight much enough and in the end you guys didn't break up, then I guess that's your true love.
I think fighting is something, you know, fighting is such a good thing to have. Like if couples don't fight, it's a very dangerous thing. What I mean by fighting also, it's like if you have the kind of heated discussion, but it's a good, important thing that you're both, you trust each other enough to bring it out into like, you know, open and discuss it. I think that strengthens the relationship. I don't mind sharing with you. So in 2018, sorry, end of 2018, John and I actually broke up for 1 month. Because we would fight so much, but we didn't know how to resolve situation. So for that 1 month, I had nowhere to go. I was actually like just living in my office. I remember, I can share this with you. I really don't mind sharing it because, you know, I've gone through it, and I'm sure other people will probably experience, you know, that feeling of just going out to a supermarket to get things on your own. So I remember this was in, I went to IKEA because I was staying in the office more by myself. So I went to IKEA. I remember I went and buy my own mattress. I don't have a bed. I also don't have. So I went to IKEA by myself. Yeah, it was actually very sad lah. But now I thought about it, I can laugh. So I remember I was in IKEA alone, and I took my own trolley. I was walking there. I go and grab my own pillow, grab my own, you know, mattress. And then at that moment, someone tapped on my shoulder. I turned around.
It's John! Oh,
no, it's not. I wish. No, lah. It was a fan. A fan said, "Hi Jen, can I please have a photo?" And it was that day when I told myself I'm leaving. And I was so heartbroken. And I remember that feeling of like, yes, I will always do my best to smile and be, you know, when a fan dares to come and say hi to me, it takes a lot of courage for some people. So I had to like, you know, take that photo. And I remember this fan asked me, "Hey, where's John?" I didn't know what to say. And I remember I was like, John's at home. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go right now. Okay, bye. And I was like, I felt I was gonna cry, you know. So that was my experience, because the reason why we had to break up was also because like we were working together, like what you went through, like we're working together, we're staying together. We didn't know how to talk to each other. I think that's very important. Like couples, when you fight, yes, sure, fight. You need to understand where that anger comes from. Is it because you had a bad day and you're lashing out? Or is it because it's an actual underlying issue that you're facing. So I think it's really good that, you know, you notice that fighting is a good thing, because not a lot of people think that fighting is good. I think fighting a heated argument, it could bring a positive outcome.
It is.
Yeah.
Because me and Jordan, we used to have a lots of heated conversations, and I would call it I think it's a phase for you to, what do you call it, more her with your partner, you know, like to get to know each other. You will have that phase one, because in the beginning of your relationship, of course everything will be nice and sweet, and you know,
exciting,
and then you feel like, okay, everything, it's not a problem at all, you know, the mistake that he did is not a mistake at all. But I think after sometimes when you feel like, you know, you have to be yourself so that you can go further with this partner, I think at some point we cannot avoid those arguments. So the most important thing is how you deal with that, like how you deal after that, like to make this heated conversation has a real purpose, you know. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I really like that. I like that, you know, to have an argument have a purpose. I really, really like that, because that is essentially what an argument should be. Because if you don't argue, that means, you know, you're sweeping a lot of things under the rug, number one. But if you argue and then you just kind of like have all this kind of anger towards each other, but there's no resolution, there's no like next step, then there's no purpose. And when there's no purpose, you're not moving on, you're not growing as a couple. And you know, as like someone who has been in a relationship, I mean, not long, like some people they're together for like 10 years, 20 years or whatever, but for me it was like the first 3 years was a lot of like trying to avoid things. I think a lot of just, you know, just be positive lah. We just be positive. We just move on, you know. But it was never really like trying to nip the problem nip it in the bud. So yeah, arguing with a purpose. I really like that. I really, really like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're willing to open up about this, because I don't really share about, you know, I don't really share online about like my relationships regarding like these type of things. And I think that's a very important conversation, especially right now, because everyone's cooped up at home. And those who are, you know, in a relationship, or, you know, you're staying with your partner, it can be very difficult if you don't know how to navigate your conversations, right?
It is. I really prefer to like have a heated conversation with my partner rather than, you know, speaking Doraemons with him.
Oh my god, that's another conversation. Can you try to speak like Doraemon? Because I don't know how to make a Doraemon voice.
Doraemon sounds like a guy, come on. Like, he definitely sounds like an uncle. Because he has this very throaty voice, you know.
Okay.
Tolong saya you macam ni sayang.
I don't know. I cannot do. He has this very throaty, sexy voice, which I can't. I have my pitch is too high. Damn. Someone say
Oh my gosh.
Doraemon voice.
Sorry, what?
Someone say argue using a Doraemon voice.
Oh. Can try? I don't know how to do it. I need to go and do research. You know what? The next time when I do my IG story, I'm going to learn how to make that Doraemon sound. Because I was sharing online just now, I can make the sound like, you know, Bart Simpson?
Uh-huh.
My caramba! I can sound like Bart Simpson, you know, like if you close your eyes. I can sound like Bart Simpson, but I don't know how to sound like Doraemon. So I need to practice. Like, it's a lot of like vocal. You need to tweak here and there, and the way your lips move as well. So I'm gonna try, guys. My goal for this week is to sound like Doraemon. Maybe then my boyfriend will not argue with me. John, this dinner takes thank you. Please wash the dishes too.
I cannot lie. That doesn't sound like Doraemon at all. Oh my god.
But it's really, really cute. But you know, Emily, we're close to the end already because live stream I can only do for 1 hour and then it will shut. So before we hit the 1 hour mark, I just want to say thank you so much for having fun with me playing Chubby Bunny. Oh, 肥乎乎的小兔子. Yeah, thank you so much for willing to do something like this so silly with me, and we had such an interesting conversation about relationships, about arguments. Just want to say thank you so much, and those of you who are watching right now, can you please spam the applause?
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, everybody.
I'll speak to you soon, okay? Bye, Emily. Thank you so much.
Bye, Jen. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.